How's it going, everybody? This is Alex Caceres, and you're listening to Story of the Fight.
What is up?
What up, what up?
Welcome, everybody, to Story of the Fight. My name's Shamil, that's my boy Will. This is where we talk all things combat sports. Today, we're going to be covering UFC Qatar that just went down. We're going to be talking about a bunch of silly, crazy, outrageous knockouts. But before we do, they're silly, man. These silly geese in there, dude, just doing their silly things with silly knockouts. But look, before we get going on these silly knockouts, I want to remind everybody, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, goes a long way. Your boys over here trying to reach 20,000 subscribers. We went from 16,000 subscribers to 17,000 subscribers recently. So we're steadily climbing, But before we do also and go into that, Will, you want to also let them know about all the other ways that they can watch us or listen to us? It's not just YouTube, right?
Yeah, if you just want to listen to the show, we're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube Podcasts, anywhere podcasts are found. But we highly recommend watching. Yeah, socials too. We highly recommend watching on YouTube. And then, our socials is just Story of the Fight on everything. Blue Sky. Blue Sky.
I don't know. I just always go for Blue Sky. Just remember that one.
Yeah, just go to storyofthefight.com. It'll list all the links. You can click through, hit follow. Be done with it. Click them all.
Yeah, we got merch.
Yeah, there's merch.
If you like this beanie, it's not available, but we got shirts. You
had to be there.
Yeah. You had to be there. Limited edition when it dropped. What if we were to do that? I wonder if merch would take off a lot more. We're like, hey, limited edition. Only 5 of these available.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. People
also,
like stuff that
we don't make any money off the merch, by the way.
Yeah, we don't.
We made it so that the cost that you pay is like 10 to 15 cents above what it costs to make each shirt or whatever it is, each item. So we're not really making money off of it, but it's cool to see other people rock it.
Yeah, rock the merch. Hey, you want to get into it?
Yeah.
All right, look, dude, we had Arman Tsarukyan versus Dan Hooker as a main event in Qatar. Dude, this was a pretty good card all around. Wait, we haven't done this in a while. What would you rate this card?
I thought the early prelims were kind of so-so, which we're not going to cover a lot of the early prelims. They're a little so-so, but I feel once you got to there was a couple good fights on the prelims, but yeah, I would say this was a solid, give me like a 7.4.
Okay.
7.5 maybe. It's pretty good.
I'm like more like at a 7.9. It's like really close to pushing that 8 for me, you know what I mean? Which would be a really good score. It started off with this face-off or face. I don't know. Yeah, the headbutt, man. Also security guard, do better, huh?
He's just looking down.
Yeah, looking down with his hand on his waist, like, buddy, don't do that.
But didn't they? Wasn't it? What was it? Jeremy Stevens versus Drakkar Klose, where he pushed him and then he got whiplash and it fucked up his neck or something. So they had to call the fight. Yeah. And then they were like, from now on, if you touch your opponent at the face-offs, fight is off. We don't give a fuck who it is. We don't care if it's the main event. We don't care. No tolerance policy.
Unless you're
headbutts are okay
in Qatar.
We said don't touch. No touching with your hands. Don't put your hands on them. You can headbutt them.
That's what the thing do when you're not specific.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
that's a loophole.
But do you think Dan Hooker had a solid chance going into this?
He had as good a chance as he's had in all of his fights, I think.
That's a good way to put it, actually.
Yeah. Look,
that makes sense, actually. If you know Dan Hooker, you've seen Dan Hooker fights. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. And, obviously the game plan from Arman was going to be to take him down. I don't know how many fights we need to see of Dan Hooker where he's fighting someone who wants to take him down, and we mostly are hearing, well, what if they shoot and he times that knee and he catches him with that knee as he shoots? It never happens.
Yeah,
we've heard it so many times. It never happens. Yeah. I love Dan Hooker. It's a great thought and it's a good weapon, and he tries it, but it's just never. It's a long shot. There's a chance if he lands that it's going to be good, but it hasn't happened.
It's a big if.
Yeah, it's a big if. He's got lots of cool weapons and stuff that he uses, but overall, Arman is the pinnacle of mixed martial arts. You know what I mean? Dan Hooker's a very good striker, and he has some pretty good grappling. Arman is the top. You know what I mean? He's the peak.
Oh, yeah. He went for a couple guillotines.
Yes.
Probably not the best idea.
Well, I don't know if that was, hey, if he shoots, I'm going to guillotine this guy. Or it's like, hey, I'm going down. I might as well try to grab a
Might
neck.
as well give it a shot.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, he might have guillotined a lesser
Silly
wrestler.
Gilly.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, Arman is no joke. There was one where I think it was the second one, where he spun out, because both times he like gator rolled out of him.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit. But the second one looked kind of gnarly, dude. And it looked like I don't know, it looked sketchy, you know? So, I mean, worth a shot. If you're already going to get taken down by this guy, might as well try it, you know?
Those escapes, though, look legit from Arman.
They were sick. When's the last time you saw someone do that?
Twice? Both times ended up on top.
Yeah, right in his guard. Easy peasy.
Hey, look, and that's a good picture to put on right now, Rich, as we're talking about this, because that's one thing that I like about Arman. He doesn't just lay and pray. He doesn't just, think position over submission. He's looking to, inflict damage, dude.
Remember the Joel Alvarez fight?
Oh,
when he took him down and just brutalized him with elbows? Oh, my God.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I didn't realize how much taller Dan Hooker was going to be.
Yeah, he's long, dude. I don't know what the tail of the tape was, but
but one of the nice things about Arman, he kind of remind me of like a Mike Tyson back in the day. Now, I'm not saying that he has the boxing skills of Mike Tyson, right? But the way that he gets inside and just bobs and weaves his way in, and he jumps in with hooks, boom, boom, boom. There was
the hooks were good.
So good.
Yeah, he almost got like in tight on, like you mentioned, Dan Hooker being real tall. He like got in tight, like past the like straight punches to throw those hooks.
Yeah.
He was tuning them up a little bit.
Very good head movement. Great footwork from Arman. Continues showing he's a very well-rounded fighter.
Yeah.
What's next for Arman? Does he get a title shot now?
Well, so yeah, he gets the arm triangle, right? There's Dan Hooker after the fight. Most of the swelling on the eye was from a headbutt, not the one from the face-offs, but one in the fight. But yeah, it sucks because, like, clearly this is, in my opinion, he is the best lightweight on the roster right now. Now that Islam is up, he's the best lightweight. Ilya is the champ. In my opinion, Arman is better at lightweight than Ilya. And it sounds crazy to say that, right? Because it's like, well, we've seen what Ilya's done when he got the belt. But I don't know. I think they're both such complete fighters. I think that's where size is going to play it's going to play a difference. They're both so good. I don't imagine Ilya is gonna tag Arman like he tags everybody. For some reason I just can't see. And it's like, how can you say that when he's tagged everybody?
Yeah.
But we've also seen him go long fights. He did he go to the decision? He went to decision with Emmett, right?
Did he?
I remember that fight going long. But it's also like, how are you can't knock out Josh Emmett? The guy's a tank. But unless you're Jeremy Stevens, I guess. But
yeah,
unless you're the guys that have knocked him out. But yeah, I think Arman. It sucks that we never got the rematch, the Islam versus Arman, because I think the two of them are the most complete fighters in the UFC right now, and it sucks we never got to see that for the belt. Obviously they booked it, and then Arman pulled out. Like, what was it, the night before? And then Moicano stepped in. I think it was the night before. But yeah, I think. It's like, why was he even having to fight Dan Hooker? He should have been fighting for the belt already, in my opinion. They're talking about doing what's his name, Paddy Pimblett versus Ilya, and it's like, dude, Ilya versus Arman is one of the most high-level matchups you can possibly make right now in the UFC.
Yes. You know what I think about that, though?
You don't want it? You want Paddy?
Give me Paddy. Pure entertainment factor, dude. Pure entertainment factor. Give me Paddy the Baddy. Come on.
I think the lead up will be like more entertaining, but I feel like the fight itself, Arman versus Ilya, is like the most entertaining thing they could do right now. That's an insane fight. Like,
yeah,
man. I mean, we didn't get to see Islam versus Ilya, and I feel like the three of these guys are the best in the UFC. they could all be at lightweight right now, but they're not. But I feel bad for Dan Hooker because did you hear what he said after?
No.
He posted a video, or I think Oscar Willis posted a video of them drinking beers. It's all sunny out and stuff, and he's got shades on. He's drinking beers. He's like, well, you tell yourself you're probably never going to be champ. And you're like, oh, damn, this might be tough. And then he's like, but I guess you could just try to ruin as many people's dreams as possible while you be here as long as possible. I'm like, hell yeah, Dan Hooker's so sick.
Hey, glass half full, dude. You know?
Yeah.
Glass half full.
What a character.
Well, so always funny. An exciting fight, so always fun watching him fight.
But so if you want to do if you think Ilya should fight Paddy, what do you do with Arman?
That's a great question. I'll let you know right now. Let's see here. What is he currently ranked right now?
It's got to be like 1 or 2.
Number 1 contender.
Number 1. Yeah.
I say, what was Dan Hooker ranked 6? Give him Justin Gaethje. Just keep on fighting back, dude. Give him a Kush Gamrot. Benoit Saint-Denis. Give him anybody, man. Anybody in the top 10. Renato Moicano, that'd be a fun fight.
Dan Hooker called him out. He's like, well, we both suck, so I'd rather let's fight Moicano. Like, damn,
that's so funny, dude. That's so funny.
Which is
like a backhanded call out. Backhanded call out for sure. All right. Anything else on the main event?
No, I would like to see Arman versus Ilya, and then maybe you do Paddy versus Gaethje. I know Gaethje's saying he's not going to take a fight unless it's for the belt, but it's like you're not really in the mix, dude. So
yeah, especially when you have Paddy versus Gaethje up there.
Yeah, I think Paddy versus Gaethje is a very compelling fight. That's a banger, you know.
No,
it's a winnable fight from Gaethje. So like, let's do
winnable fight for Paddy too.
That's what I'm saying. That should be the title eliminator. You can't have the guy who's ranked number 1 win a fight by finish in the main event and then not fight for the belt. That's
sure
crazy. No, it's not Tsarukyan.
All right. We had the co-main event as well. The co-main event was Ian Machado, Garry versus Belal Muhammad. Who'd you have going into this one? Who'd you pick?
In this one, I picked Ian.
Yeah, me too. Okay.
Yeah. Just because we saw what he lost the fight with Rakhmonov.
It was close.
But I thought, his defensive grappling in that, I was like, I doubt it got worse since then. And it looked really good in that fight. You know, he handled him pretty well. So I was like, I don't think Belal's really going to be able to take him down. And I'm not knocking Belal. I'm actually really high on Belal. I think Belal's really good. But I was like, I don't know if he can take Ian down. And he's not going to win the striking battle. It's not going to.
Ian's too fast. Footwork's too good, man. He's a very fundamental striker, right?
He's a little bit of a bad habit, though.
He never seems to overextend.
That's true.
Throwing,
yeah,
right?
He's very sharp.
What's the bad habit you picked up on?
I don't like the way he leans away from the overhand.
Ooh.
Where he'll slip the jab
on
the inside, and then his next move is instead of like down to duck the overhand or something like that, which can cause issues too, right?
Back.
He leans and he turns. He'll turn this way. And but sometimes he goes. And right away he poked him in the eye. I had to get a screenshot of that because they were like, we're no longer. Herb Dean's like, we're going to start enforce. It's against the rules to fight with your fingers outstretched. We're no longer going to ignore that, and we're going to enforce that. And then here we are. Got a warning for this one. It looks like Belal's smiling in this picture. But yeah, it was like 30 seconds in or something crazy like that. But then after that, they were both landing pretty frequently. I thought the output from both these guys, Belal was doing a good job of just like double jabbing to close the distance and then throwing the two, which is good when you're fighting a guy who wants to like slip, and he'll slip like a couple shots, you know. If you just keep throwing,
extend,
they run out of slips. Yeah. You give them one, they're gonna slip it. You give them two, probably slip both of them.
And there was a lot of pressure from Belal Muhammad, like nonstop.
He's good.
The nice move that Ian Machado Garry had though was that front kick, that hard front kick right to Belal's left knee.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. So he's throwing that over and over to the knee, right? boom, boom. And then one of those, Belal's walking up. He's like, psych, straight up to the face, dude. Gets him right on the face. And then he had the hard calf kick as well on that lead leg of Belal. So he kept on chopping away at that front lead leg, which was really, really good from Ian Machado Garry as well, man. So
yeah,
look,
he's a smart
fighter.
He's smart.
He is.
Yeah. I like both. Both these guys are smart, you know. And I thought Belal had a good game plan, you know, mixing the grappling. The overhand is good because it disguises the takedown, and then vice versa. Like they both had good game plans. This should have been 5 rounds too. What are we doing? This is like the former champ versus like a potential contender. This should be a 5-round fight. This should be a main event somewhere, you know?
Yeah. Not in the Apex.
Yeah, main event at the Apex. Perfect.
No, not in the Apex.
Small cage. But yeah, it was a good fight, you know. Like you said, the kicks to the lead leg of Belal were nasty, man. Super, super nasty. And then right at the end of the fight, it seemed like Ian really turned it up a bit and started really catching him with some shit. And I was like, oh man, when he really does like pull the trigger and just like let loose and just goes with things and stops like hesitating, you know, because it seems like he's like, a lot of times it seems like he's having to like be disciplined. But then sometimes he lets it go and he's like, I'm just going to let it fly, whatever I feel in the moment. And when he does that, oh man, he's nasty.
Yeah.
You know,
and props to Belal, because for the longest time, I'm like, man, he's somewhat of a boring fighter. But the last fights he's been in, man, have been bangers.
And man, to his credit, he lost a decision to Ian Garry. He lost that decision to Jack Della, which was like a fucking banger. Decision to Jeff Neal. The only guy to ever finish him was Vicente Luque 9 years ago. That's crazy, man.
That is pretty crazy.
Guy's tough as nails. Tough as nails.
All right, man. Anything else on the co-main?
Yes, we just had such a huge shakeup in welterweight. So, like, I mean, we talked about it the last pay-per-view, you know, with Islam taking the belt away from Jack Della, and then Michael Morales winning his fight. And then there was another welterweight too. Who was the other? Prates. So it's like now Prates is back. Ian Garry, who beat him, he just beat the former champ. You know,
so we got Michael Morales. Ian Machado Garry probably jumps up to number 2.
I would imagine, but then don't forget Rakhmonov's about to come back, who basically earned a title shot and had to pull out because he was supposed to fight Belal for the belt, and so he's about to come back.
God,
what do we do?
The champ through 6 murders row in welterweight right now.
Since when? When did this happen?
Wow.
But what do you do? Who does Islam fight? So we just had the top 10 basically, the top 6, top 7. They all just fought except for Rakhmonov, who's about to come back. But Sean Brady lost. Ian Garry won. Carlos Prates won.
Like, all these guys. Nigerian Nightmare has been promised the championship fight, right? That's what everybody's saying. So we'll see. And honestly, probably a winnable fight for Islam with an old Usman. So if you're the UFC, you're like, hey, let's give him a good title defense.
But it's like, but what do you do with all these other guys? They're all knocking. Do you do Morales versus Ian Garry for a title shot? Do you do?
I would give him Arman Tsarukyan. Just all those guys we just mentioned. You just book him outside his division, dude. You're wondering what to do with Arman? There you go. Book him in every other weight class. See how it goes.
That's crazy. I'd like to know what people think about that because, like, okay, let's say Islam's going to defend against Usman, right? Rakhmonov probably does need to fight. It's been so long. He needs to fight to get a title shot. Do you do the rematch between Ian Garry and Rakhmonov? I don't know.
No. If I'm Ian, I wait for the title fight now.
Yeah, but dude, the welterweight is when the division's like this. I don't think you can wait. Everybody's on the same amount of rest.
He's been such a company man. He's been such a company man the entire time. Anybody
that's ever worked for
Ian Machado Garry. Anytime they put anybody in front of Ian Machado Garry, he's like, yeah, let's fight.
Yeah, and they'll keep him on the back burner for those moments now because they know they can rely on it. That doesn't get you any goodwill. Look at what they did to Cowboy Cerrone. They don't do like, everyone's like, they did right by him. They gave him the Conor fight. He didn't get any pay-per-view points for that. He got paid the same.
Well, we know that they're not going to hook up Belal Muhammad. Jack Della Maddalena didn't hold the belt long enough to get an immediate rematch.
No.
Shavkat Rakhmonov probably needs to get a fight in. The only other one would be Michael Morales.
Or Usman, right? So, like, If they do the Usman fight, God, I hope they don't, but they might. I think merit alone, Morales. Let's do Morales. I feel like he earned the title shot. Because what was Sean Brady? He was number 2 when he finished him, right?
Yeah.
So like Michael Morales fight Islam. Jack Della, maybe you do Jack Della versus Ian Garry, or Jack Della versus Shavkat. Shavkat's return fight. Probably want to do something quicker. Protes is there. He just knocked out what's his name?
Protes versus Rakhmonov.
Oh, it's a good fight, dude. They're all good fights.
Give me that one. Yeah, give me that one.
Yeah,
that's what I want to see. Give me Rakhmonov versus Protes, Michael Morales versus Islam, and then Ian Machado Garry versus the winner of that one.
You don't do Ian versus Jack Della?
Nah, get Jack Della out of there.
It's a good fight though. That's a fun fight.
Give me Belal Muhammad versus Jack Della Magdalena.
You know what that just reminded me again?
Yeah, just do it again.
It was good. You know what? That just reminded me though. I do wish Belal was attacking Ian's body more with his boxing.
They told him. They said jab the chest. They said go after the chest, jab the chest.
Yeah.
You know what he didn't do?
He did not attack the body.
The chest.
No. I would have liked to see some liver shots and stuff because like I said, it's a bad habit to slip, but it was working a decent amount. The overhand was landing. But if he was just, instead of that jab, he jabbed a left hook to like a liver shot, left hook to the body or something like that, right straight to the body. Like, man, that could have worked. Ian's slippery with the top, But
yeah. Yep. All right. What you gonna do? Sometimes there's time, and sometimes there's no time, man. We got Volkan Oezdemir versus Alonzo Menifield, dude.
No time, man. He brought it back for this one, huh?
Oh my goodness, man.
Do you want to watch it really quick?
Oh, can we?
We can watch this one. Get ready for an onslaught from a man who has no time.
Yeah,
look at him right here. He's pointing to the watch. He's pointing to the watch in this picture. Yeah. You're like, why is he doing that? Man's got no time.
Like boom, boom, knee, couple shovel hooks. Oh, big uppercut that misses. Just a barrage of punches. Dude. Look, he landed that right, left. Ooh.
What is this, a flyweight?
He was out on his feet, huh?
Yeah. How many punches was that?
Oh, dude, I don't know. It must have been 50 at least. You gonna watch again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. What?
Anybody who's listening on Spotify is like, what the fuck is happening on this show?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. By the way, if you're just listening and not watching, we'll put on a clip of Oezdemir just unloading hooks and uppercuts and shovel hooks and everything but the kitchen sink at Menifield.
What a cool, the whole round. I mean, it wasn't very long. It was the first round, but he kept leading with his knee, and because Menifield's just back up against the fence trying to hook him, right? And even Bisping's like, oh, he knows something. That knee, they definitely saw that. And then he throws like a feinted right hand. Menifield opens up to counter that shot, and then he just steps in with this little left uppercut, boops him, and then steps in with the knee as his head's coming down from the uppercut right onto the knee, and then just stays on him.
What a good
sick
performance,
finish.
Huh? Good performance from
super
Volkan Oezdemir. Where is Volkan Oezdemir? Yeah, because he's been on a little bit of a run, huh?
I feel like he has, right?
Oh, he's still in the top 10. He's number 9 right now.
He's never been not ranked, they said. Since he came to the UFC, he's never been not ranked.
Are you serious?
That's what they said, at least. Yeah, because his debut was against OSP, so I would imagine that was like a ranked fight,
Oh, I'm in St. Preux, yes.
Yes, the baller. I mean, we're like, oh, he's been on a tear. It's like his last fight, he lost to Olberg.
I don't know why I feel like he's actually been winning a lot more lately.
It was a close fight, but he knocked out
everybody's
Johnny
losing
Walker.
Olberg right now, right?
He knocked out Guskov. That was the big one because Guskov looked like the boogeyman, like he was coming into the light heavyweight division, going to knock everybody out.
Yep.
He finished him in the first round, knocked out Johnny Walker. It's not bad.
Yeah, he hasn't been on a tear.
No, he has not.
He's won 4 of his last 6. I guess that's not bad.
Hey, he's won 3 of his last 4. Let's say that.
Yeah. That sounds better.
That's a tear. That's a tear in my opinion.
But that's what qualifies it as a tear. That's
3
fair.
finishes and 1 decision loss. Not too bad against the guy who's going to be fighting for the belt pretty soon.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Yes, he's been on a tear, dude.
You
We'll
can
call it
spin
that.
anything, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Dude, with MMA,
It's like our
you can
real life media.
yeah, you could spin anything super positive for somebody, or you can be like, well, you can like explain away all the good stuff and be like, well, actually, it's because of this. Actually, because of this. Well, yeah. Well, of course, Arman won because he headbutted him his nose was already broken from the headbutt and the face off. There's always something you can explain away. Well, he was already on the downward slope. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Oezdemir got a hair
Well,
transplant. And
one
it's
of
all
those
good.
losses for Oezdemir was Nikita Krylov, which, by the way, his last 2 fights has lost. So what does that say about
Yeah.
Oezdemir?
Guy was disappeared in Russia. Never ever thought he was in the war for some reason. Couldn't hear from
Yeah.
him, and then all of a sudden he's back. And he loses to
The
that guy?
one big name he's really faced is Carlos Ulberg, and the one big guy he faced, he lost. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
he got taken down at will by DC. What is this guy's a bum?
Dude, Volkan, if you're watching right now, we're just kidding.
Yes.
Kinda.
No, I love Volkan Oezdemir. He's always been a bangers.
No time, dude. No time.
No time.
All right. Ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Myktybek Orolbai versus Jack Hermansson.
All right, let's watch this one. This one's tough. This is a brutal one.
Orolbai going up in weight class for this one?
Going up and Jack going down.
Oh, so they're just like meeting.
Recipe for a knockout, if you ask me.
100%, dude.
You know,
they're saying that he lost like 15 pounds on the last day or something like that.
Yeah, Bisping said on Thursday. He's like, on Thursday, I asked him, he's got 15 pounds to go. It's like, oh my god, dude! And then you're fighting a marauder like Orolbai. But yeah, you know you've seen those clips where someone gets knocked out or something, and they play the like Windows like shutdown sound.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This one, the way Jack goes down is the epitome of that meme. I should have edited that together and had it ready, but I didn't. But look at Orolbai just barraging him, and then he's like, let me just get you in front of the camera. Oh my god, dude. The way he goes down is just like, it looks like a.
And then his little pitter patter as he ran off. That's adorable. Can we watch that again?
Wait, what pitter patter? The way he runs?
Look at, yeah, the way he ran. Okay, so he's got pressure. Okay,
right
decent
hand.
balance as he's coming in, right? Boom, big right. Hits him right behind the temple. Boom, another one for good measure. And he's a little pitter patter. Look at him.
The way
he runs off. See?
Oh my god, dude.
Oh, that was awesome. Myktybek Orolbai. Props to him. Team alpha male.
Weird shot though, huh? The way it really just barely glanced him right behind the ear. Just barely.
Yeah, right behind the ear. Equilibrium gone.
I don't think
consciousness gone.
Yeah, I think there's like 2 levels to it. It's like, well, every time you're gone. But look at that.
But right that's the shot. That's the shot right there.
That's crazy. And you know, some people might say like, oh, that looked strange or iffy, especially lately, right? Everything's under a microscope. But the first replay they showed, every replay looked sketchy except for the first one they showed, where it does clip him, and you're like, well, he did cut weight 50 pounds yesterday.
Like, and that's the very first thing that came to mind for me. I was like, well, there's that 15 pounds.
Exactly. Me too.
You have one guy there's one guy that was probably like, I feel like death right now. This is the worst cut I've ever had. And then you have another guy that's like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going up in weight. I feel stronger than ever.
Yeah.
And then they clash. Come on, dude. Who's going to win?
Yeah. And I think Jack had a good game plan where he was stabbing stuff at him like for him to walk into because Orolbai is so heavy pressure. But he just kind of got careless. And the first time he got kind of hurt, it's because he just kind of lifted his knee lazily, and then Orolbai chinned him real quick. And then from there, it's like you've seen so many fights where once somebody hurts the opponent, it's like, oh, I got this guy. And then they're going to walk through anything, you know, you're going to have to like hit him with a baseball bat to stop him. And Jack's never really been that like power guy to flip the switch like that, you know? I like Jack.
And then I think Bisping was also like, he's like, well, you know, the last knockout, he got knocked out pretty bad from RoboCop Rodriguez. I was like, yeah. But he also dropped a lot of weight for this one.
That too.
And I think that people just don't take that into consideration enough, right? Like when you're that dehydrated, it's a lot easier to get KO'd.
Yeah, and
that's TJ Dillashaw.
Exactly.
Even on EPO.
How many times have we seen someone go down in weight and then it's like, no, you shouldn't have done that?
Yes.
because their chin. It's like specifically
The
because
only
their
one
chin.
that was kinda, like, pretty good was Jose Aldo, but in reality, he probably should have been in that weight class, a little bit
Yeah,
longer, right? Like,
the full.
135 was really good for him.
Mhm.
But outside of that, it's usually not a good story when people go down.
No, and it doesn't help that, like, I mean, at at middleweight, like RoboCop, you could argue RoboCop could. He's huge, you know. Like RoboCop's never making welterweight. That's not going to happen, you know. So it's like every once in a while you might get sized up with like even if you're a small middleweight, you might get one of those huge middleweights, you know. But that doesn't mean that that's not your division. You know, I
Yeah.
don't think that was his problem. Was middleweight was the weight class. That wasn't Jack's problem. It's just
He was, ranked top 5 for a while, right?
long time. Yeah. He was always like a fringe top guy. But, you know, game moves on.
Yeah. Yeah, alright. Well, we
Good
will
stuff.
move on as well. The fight right before that one, man, this guy's growing on me, dude. Waldo Cortes-Acosta
He kinda is for
versus
me
Shamil
too, man.
Gaziev. Dude, I know, and I
I
don't
was
want
such a
it.
hater.
Salsa boy. Salsa boy. Come on,
And I
anybody
love Gaziev.
that's named Salsa Boy is his nickname. Dude, I'm kinda digging.
I really used to hate his antics and stuff, but lately he's done it. You know, he
So
got the
he's
eye
growing on
poke
you too.
a little bit, dude, because his last fight was the D'Elia fight, right, where he got eye
Yeah.
poked. Yeah,
And
and
he
then so
drops him and then holds onto his eye right afterwards like, "Ah!"
yeah,
So funny, dude.
yeah. Well, and so this one we can watch
Big
this one
drama
also.
show. Oh, I love it. By the way, that was what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, yeah. He
The
stepped in on
eye
short
poke
notice for
against
this one.
Delecia.
Hmm.
And so this one's short notice, all the way over to Qatar.
Yeah.
Salsa Boy flies all the way into this one. Word on the streets, and didn't sleep for 48 hours straight because of jet lag.
Whew.
Oh, no, I just made that up, but
Oh.
just building the story up, dude. All right, let's watch
Yeah.
this.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Man,
Boom! Big right.
didn't knock him out, right? But
Straight from the
Gaziev was
Dominican.
done. Gaziev was done.
Uh,
But
wha
yeah,
is he from the Dominican? I think he is. Or is
I
he,
don't know. But this fight, it was Gaziev really just walked him down up against the fence, clipped him with
Dominican?
the
Yes.
left hook, like knocked him off his feet a little bit with a left hook. And I was like, oh my God, Gaziev's
Salsa
about to
Boy's
knock this guy out.
dangerous. Salsa
And
Boy's
then,
dangerous when he's in trouble, dude, up against the fence.
yeah,
When he's
not,
cornered.
yeah, dude, because he got cracked. And then like 3 seconds later, hurt Gaziev bad just off the fence. And then walked. And once he hurt him, he drops him. He's hitting with hammer fist. Gaziev gets up, and I'm like, he's tough, but I think it's a wrap. I think this is over. And then the next punch he threw, he literally just stood there and ate it. It's like,
Dude,
oh my
but then
God, dude.
so in this picture that Rich just put up, the way he's holding his face,
Mhm.
like he went to do that before the fight was called. I don't know if
Yes.
you
Yeah.
noticed that. He gets
Yeah.
dropped and like he's like, and his hands are slowly going up. And then
Mhm.
yeah. Did he drop another one on him after that? I can't remember.
We just
Or was
watched
it
it.
just
I
the
don't even know.
I think it
Right
was
hand up
just
top,
the
and then yeah, hammer fist. Yeah.
okay. Yeah, so I just remember his hands going up, boom, gets hammer fist, and then after that he's just like, oh, in pain.
Yeah.
Big boom,
Hands go
there
up
it is.
immediately.
Yeah, see? He's going up to cover his face already
Yeah.
before that hammer fist falls. So it was over. Good stoppage.
It was over. It was over.
It was
But
over.
yeah,
So
I
hey,
mean,
that takes him
Waldo,
to 16-2 now.
yeah, and Gaziv's only lost once in his whole career. Salsa Boy
6.
quietly putting together like best of the year, you know?
He says he's going for a 5th fight. He wants a 5th fight in December.
I mean, that's not gonna happen, but I mean,
Oh, give it to him. 2 weeks notice,
wait,
Salsa Boy, come on.
that's 6. This was 5. This was the 5th.
Was it?
Maybe 5 wins because he did lose to Sergey Pavlovich, but he knocked out Ryan Spann in March, and then in June he beat Sergey Spivak to a decision. He loses to Pavlovich, and then he knocks out D'Elia, and then now he knocks out Gaziev. So he's 4-1 this year. That's
Give him
crazy.
Alexander Volkov.
Oh,
Give him Alexander Volkov. Dude, so it's so funny because again, he's growing on me, right? So like he's going on the post-fight interview, and he starts going off on Tom Aspinall. And I was like,
yeah.
all right, dude, you gotta slow down, okay? Just
Does he? He's number 6. He just got another win.
yeah, I know, dude. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I still see like a totally different level
Well, yeah, of course.
skill set. You know what I mean? I mean,
I thought you
as
meant
soon as I
like
take a look at
a realistic opportunity versus actually having a chance. Those are different
yeah, oh,
things.
okay, that's
You
fair.
know what
That's
I
fair.
mean?
Yeah.
He might get
Opportunity
the shot.
there. Chance, not so much. Hey,
Yeah,
puncher's chance.
true.
If Aspinall gets him up against that cage,
Yeah,
throws a big salsa fist, dude.
I think Aspinall takes him down pretty
Oh
easy.
yeah. Yeah.
Probably knocks him out.
They
Honestly,
both poke each other in the eye at the exact
Oh,
same
man.
time. They're both like, ah. Just,
Look, Gaziev walked him down and chinned him pretty quick with the left hook.
yes.
Aspinall coming at you is another story, bro. That's
Yeah, it's pretty different, huh?
but I watch it. We got to do the
Yep.
Cyril fight first, I guess.
All right, man. We will move on. Oh, dude. Excited to have this guy back. Kyoji Horiguchi versus Tagir Ulanbekov.
Let's
Ulanbekov
go, dude.
on a little bit of a roll. I think he had 4 in a row going up to this
Was he
fight,
really?
leading up to this fight. I think so, if I remember correctly.
Damn.
Maybe
He's
they were
only
lying when they
lost
said
3
that. I
times,
don't know.
17-3.
Look at this picture. So wholesome.
I
And the
know.
weigh-ins. Hey,
Everybody's
Tsarukyan,
happy.
take some notes, bro. Look at
Dude.
this.
Everybody's happy that Horiguchi's back. Everybody missed this man. He's been killing it in Rising, fighting. Almost got the belt against Sergio Pettis, and then gets backfisted at the last round. But the guy's so good, you know. He fought DJ back in the day, left the UFC to make way more money in Rising. They talked about a while back that they were like, "Oh, maybe you'll come back," and he's like, "Why would I come back? Like, I'm making so much money now." Like, you're like, "Damn, that sucks." But now the stuff has changed, obviously. But yeah, at this point, I think that Dana and Sakakibara have a really good relationship. It seems
Working
a lot of these
relationship.
Rising guys come over to the UFC now, and it seems like Sakakibara is more than happy to send them. But which I think is good. I think it's good. Instead of trying to like lock down your top guys, it's like, hey, our top guys go to the UFC, they become champs. You know, what does that say about us? It's pretty
So
good.
he fought DJ Demetrius
Yes.
Johnson back in 2015.
Long
That was
time ago,
10
man.
years ago, dude.
Crazy, right?
10 years ago. After he loses to Demetrius Johnson, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fight win streak.
10 fight win streak against good guys, dude. Like good guys. He subbed. He
Wow.
chokes out Manel Cap. That fight, the Manel Cap fights are fun. Ian McCall in Ryzen, that was kind of crazy. Ogikubo was sick. He kickboxed against Tenshin. Ben Wynn, Darian Caldwell twice. He subbed him the first time. Kaya Sakura, they have their 2 fights. He gets knocked out by Kai, and then the rematch he knocks him out. So sick. And then the Sergio Pettis fight, he was like coasting. He was winning that fight easily, and then Sergio Pettis lands that crazy spinning back fist. He fights Patchy Mix, and he loses. But it's like these fights, the Sergio Pettis fight is a little different, but the Patchy fight's like, dude, because I believe both of them were at bantamweight, right? Yes, both of them were at bantamweight, and it's like, hey man, you're not a bantamweight. The weight cut probably sucks, but you're not a bantamweight. He was getting kind of out grappled, you know. But since then, he's just out there beating people. He's winning. He gets the Sergio Pettis win back, and then he comes back to the UFC, and clearly, like they gave Kai Sakura like a title fight right away. And I don't know why they wouldn't do that with the Gooch. Like what the hell?
So now he's on another 6 fight win streak right now.
Yeah, and dude, he looked elite in this fight. He hasn't lost a step. He's better than we've ever seen. I mean, the game plan against Ulanbekov, you know. Ulanbekov's tricky. Like you said, he's on a little bit of a run himself, right? He's big for the weight class. Kyoji's like, I'll just dance around him, stab him with these shots. He's just gonna tire out. We'll grapple a bit. I have good defensive grappling. I'll get up, make him work for it, and then
what a read on this one, by the way.
God, because the calf kicks at first, right? The leg kicks were disabling him, and then to switch it to go high is just twice he did it, 2 times.
Money, so good, dude.
This high kick where Ulanbekov leans into it, then this high kick, and then the next high kick, Ulanbekov leaned into it again. And then that time, he stuns him and then goes, bam, 1-2, snipes him with the 1-2 along the fence to drop him, jumps on him and chokes him out. It's fucking awesome, dude. What a performance. and then choked him out, unconscious.
Yeah,
and then the post-fight interview,
Ulanbekov, he's like, I'm not tapping.
Yeah, and then the post-fight interview, because I was like,
so good.
maybe the only reason they didn't give him the title shot right away is because maybe he doesn't want to fight Pantoja because they're boys. And then the post-fight interview calls him out. He's like, it's business.
He's so good.
I mean, man,
so good.
It's so good to have him back. What a fucking elite fighter, dude.
And it mixes things up again because Pantoja's been clearing out that flyweight division, right? We'll see what happens against Joshua Van. But before that, you have Brandon Moreno, Brandon Royval, Amir Albazi, Tatsuro Taida, Manel Kape.
It's good, dude. Manel and Brandon Royval are fighting, I think, next month, right? Just in a couple weeks, or a few weeks. Man, but throw the Gooch in there with anybody, bro. Come on.
It'll be good.
And maybe you don't get a title shot after beating Ulanbekov. That's not a title eliminator. But it's like you said, Pantoja's been clearing the division. If he beats Josh Van next month, just fucking do it. What are we even talking about?
Yeah, there was that point in DJ's career, and I'm not saying Pantoja's there yet, but with Demetrius Johnson, he was just rolling through everybody where they're like, I guess run the Ultimate Fighter to see if one of these guys wants to fight Demetrius Johnson. Hey, Tim Elliott, go for it, right?
Yeah, great fight.
But over here, you have somebody that held it down in Ryzen, held it down in Bellator, like held multiple titles, and not outside of the UFC. Give him a shot.
Give him a shot. Like the fact that Kai got a title shot right away is crazy when that Gooch doesn't. When Gooch is like proven to be elite, but it is what it is. We got to see this, and it's like, okay, yeah, we're good. And it's probably better. Maybe they learned from the Kai fight, and they're like, hey, UFC debut for the belt, really tough. It's a big, that's a big debut. Let's get him just one fight, get his feet wet. Hey, welcome back to the UFC. Then we do it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hey, Ultimate Fighter, Pantoja versus Horiguchi, and we would need a lot of translation on both sides, but
they're
from the same camp, right?
Mm-hmm. For a long time.
Teammates going at each other.
Yeah, it'd be great.
They'll be friendly, but at the same time, they know they're going to fight. Come on, dude. Yeah. It'd make for great television.
Man, if he beats Josh Van, I need to see that fight. It's such a high-level fight.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun.
Honestly, even if he loses to Josh Van, give me the Gooch versus Josh Van. What a fight that is. Either way.
Probably has a good shot at that one, huh?
But I think both. I think he's a great matchup for both guys. He's so good. And all that sneaky back-taking shit that Pantoja does all the time, all the crab rides and all that shit, you don't think that Gooch has done that day in and day out with him in the gym? Does it work against him? I don't know.
God, it must be such a weird dynamic.
Yeah, it's got to be crazy. Dana's fucking hyped, though, because he's always like, it's fucking the stupidest shit I ever heard when guys don't want to fight their teammates for the belt. Like, what the fuck?
Maybe he uses this as an example where he's like, see, this guy comes in, he says he's willing to fight his teammates, he gets a title shot.
Yeah.
All the other guys, not so much.
Yeah, Tom asked me, I'll lose my number. He's like, oh,
yeah. All right, man. We'll go to the last fight we're going to cover. Luke Riley versus Bogdan Grad.
Yeah, everybody's all hyped on Luke Riley, and for good reason, because he's 11-0 coming into this. 26 years old, crazy. Man, he was supposed to fight in the Contender Series, and it didn't happen. So then he has one more fight on Cage Warriors, knocks a guy out. This fight starts, Bogdan's just shooting on him, shooting takedown, first round. You're like, oh no. He's getting kind of just wrestle-fucked a little bit. Bogdan lands a couple good elbows, not just laying prayer or anything crazy. Second round, we're 15 seconds in. They both throw a right hand. They both miss, and they both come up to throw a left hook behind the right hand. But you could see Luke's is so much tighter. I mean, look at the angle of his arm right here.
Yeah,
it's
beautiful.
Fucking perfect. And he just chins him, spins him around on his feet, dude, like he's on ice. And just fucking, that's it. That's a wrap.
That's a good shot right there. Solid.
Man. If you can knock somebody out as they're throwing their own like knockout shot, it's always so great. What was the Kung Lee one? Is that Rich Franklin Kung Lee?
Rich Franklin? Frank Shamrock?
No, I think it was Kung Lee. Rich Franklin.
Patty.
Yeah. I know, right?
Patty's excited. He's like, dude, you just won. Also, I'm about to get a title shot.
Yeah. Look at us go.
Look at us.
Yeah, it was. Look at us. It was, man, throwback. Kung Lee versus Rich Franklin. 2012, UFC on Fuel TV 6. Come on, dude. Man.
On Fuel TV? That's awesome.
Fuel?
All right.
Disclosed pay, $40,000.
Ooh.
For Kung Lee, that's crazy.
Well, I believe those were all the fights we're going to cover, man. Do we have a moment of silence for Jack Hermansson's career and for any fights that we lost?
Yes, we do have a moment of silence. Felipe Lima was supposed to fight Daniel Marcos. That's a fucking banger, but it didn't happen. What a great fight. Sergey
Felipe Lima in a while, right?
He had that fight against who was it? Peyton Talbot, right?
Oh yeah, Peyton Talbot.
Fucking really good.
Yeah,
but he lost it. Sergey Spivak was supposed to fight Gaziev. Spivak pulled out. Salsa Boy came in, knocked out your boy. And then the one that I was looking forward to is Myron Santos versus Naimov. It could have been fun, but it fizzled apparently.
All right, we got bonuses. We got extra money in Qatars.
Yes, Arman got one for choking out Dan Hooker.
Nice. Who else?
Salsa Boy got one for stepping on short notice.
Okay.
And knocking out your boy Gaziev.
That's an odd picture.
Was it? I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, the last one. Look at it. It's like, I don't know. It's just weird to me. There's no good shot of the overhand right.
There wasn't. That's why I had to put a screenshot. There wasn't one. They missed it. Yeah, they got 10 photographers there, and then the Gooch got one, of course. Come on.
Looks like he's in the middle of the McGregor walk right there, dude.
Dude, he looked like level 10 world beater. He looked like a world beater, man. Yeah, and I think that's it. No, Luke Riley got one.
Oh, Luke Riley, good.
Yeah, deserved. Good. I thought Oezdemir should have got one, dude. That was so sick.
There's no time for that, dude. No time. All right, what do we have going on next weekend?
Next weekend, are we taking it off? It's Thanksgiving weekend. We usually take that off.
Yeah, let's take that off. We'll take that off. But then after that, we have you, Rich. We have UFC 323 after that,
and one Fight Night 38. So we'll do a split. Fabricio De Andrade versus my guy, Ngorgol Bataru, dude. Let's go for the belt. Let's go. That's a sick fight. The Liam Harrison fight is off.
Is it off?
Maybe off. I don't know. Maybe it's on.
Okay.
Maybe it's on.
We'll keep an eye out for that one.
Keep an eye out for that one. Marcelo Garcia versus Lachlan Giles and Jiu-Jitsu will be fun. Eunice Raba versus Shadow. The rematch is going to be sick.
Pajija
versus Martina. I don't know if that. Man, Typology sucks. Maybe that fight's still there. Maybe it is. I don't remember. No, I think it is still on. Yeah. Alif versus Ondash is also a fucking banger. And then UFC 323, potentially the final pay-per-view of the UFC. Come on. We got Marab.
By the way, I noticed recently, because you know how the contract with ESPN is coming up here pretty soon for the UFC. Mm-hmm. It was more difficult this time around to find the fights when I was logging onto the app. It, huh? They're buried, yeah. Because before you used to open up ESPN Plus, now Watch or whatever. You click on it, and it'd be the first block on top that says like, "Hey, this is going on live right now." And I clicked on it, I was like, not there. Dude, so I was scrolling. Too. And I was like, where is it? So then I clicked on League UFC, and then it was on there. I was like, oh.
Dude, I noticed that too, but didn't really think anything of it. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah. The ESPN's like, man, screw these guys.
A little petty, huh?
Yeah.
Like, we'll get Dana Pettiville medicine. Marab versus Piotr Jan, main event. Fucking awesome. Pantoja versus Josh Van, co-main event.
Take my money.
Christ. Cejudo versus Talbot, weird fight. Wow, Jan Blachowicz versus Guskov is sick. Brandon Moreno versus Tatsuto Taira. Oh my god. Oh my god. Karine Silva is back. That's fun.
Macy Barber? How dare you just skip over Macy Barber?
Sadikov versus Fares Ziam is awesome. Grant Dawson versus Torres.
Grant Dawson, always fun.
Bro, Chris Duncan versus Terrence McKinney. Oh my god. Someone's getting knocked out. Vittori versus Bruno Ferreira is fun too. Edson Barboza versus Jalen Turner. What the fuck?
This card is stacked.
Oh, and we got Naima versus Santos on this one. They just moved it. They said it fizzled. They said it
I
fizzled.
fizzled onto another fight. Another fight card.
Normally it says about rescheduled. But
yeah, rescheduled would probably be the right word to use.
Yeah. Man, what a card though.
It refizzled.
Yeah, refizzled. What a card.
What a card. Right.
Well, hey. That's December 6th, right? So is that just the so nothing this weekend? Okay, so it is the next one.
Yeah. Yep, that's the next one.
Fun.
Well, hey, that was fun. Thank you for anybody that's tuning in, watching this. Make sure you go through and let us know what you think about the fights. What did you enjoy? What could have been better? Comment, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Will reads them like as soon as they come through, and he's responding like 100% of the time. So
that's what I do.
But yeah, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Then we're still responding, but we're still being nice.
No, we will be nice.
Yeah,
and we'll thank you.
Yes. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We're trying to reach 20,000 subscribers. We're up to 17,000 now. And if you don't like watching on YouTube, but I highly recommend it so you can watch the videos as we watch them along as well. But you have other ways, right, Will?
Yeah, if you just want to listen, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube Podcasts, anywhere podcasts are found. But yeah, YouTube's the way to go. And then follow us on social media. It's just at Story of the Fight on everything. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, Twitch, Blue Sky.
Can't forget Blue Sky.
Everything.
Everything. All right. And hey, special shout out to the man, the myth, the legend, the guy in the background, Mr. Richard Bustos, our producer. No sound effects this time. There it is. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for another week of Story of the Fight.